Title: Dracula, a Love Tale. Paragraph 1. In the mist-covered mountains of Transylvania, Count Dracula lives in a towering castle, feared by all who speak his name. For centuries, he has wandered the shadows as an immortal vampire, cursed with endless life and endless loneliness. Though powerful and feared, his heart carries a pain deeper than any wound. The memory of a lost love who died long ago, leaving him cold and bitter toward the world of mortals. Paragraph 2. One night, a young historian named Elena arrives in the nearby village to study ancient legends. Curious and brave, she is drawn to the mystery of the Count. The villagers warn her never to approach the castle, but Elena feels an unexplainable pull, as if something or someone is calling to her. Ignoring every warning, she begins her journey toward the dark fortress. When Elena reaches the castle gates, Dracula watches from the shadows, stunned. She resembles his beloved Isabella, the woman he lost centuries ago. Conflicted between hunger and heartbreak, he allows her to enter. Elena, though nervous, feels no terror, only fascination, as she steps into the grand, ghostly halls of the immortal Count. Lo! Their first conversation is tense, yet strangely gentle. Dracula speaks with elegance and sadness. And Elena senses a tragic soul beneath the monster's mask. She vows to learn the truth about him. Dracula, drawn to her warmth and courage, decides to reveal fragments of his past. How love once made him human, and how grief turned him into a creature of darkness. As days turn into nights, Elena returns again and again. She sees the humanity buried inside Dracula and begins to soften his cold heart. The Count, who once felt nothing but hunger, now feels something impossible: love. For the first time in centuries, he smiles, discovering that Elena is not just a reminder of Isabella, but a new light in his eternal night. Paragraph 6. However, danger rises when a group of vampire hunters, led by the relentless Professor Van Helsing, arrives in the village. They hear rumors of Dracula's awakening and swear to destroy him. Elena learns of their mission and realizes she is caught between two worlds: the mortal realm that fears him and the immortal soul she has come to care for. When Van Helsing captures Elena, Dracula is forced to confront the hunters to save her. In a fierce battle beneath the blood-red moon, he unleashes his monstrous power, but not for conquest, for love. He rescues Elena, but is gravely wounded by a silver blade. With his strength fading, he carries her back to the castle, knowing time is running out. Paragraph 8. Inside the castle, Dracula confesses his love and reveals the truth. He has longed not for blood, but for someone to end his loneliness. He tells Elena she must leave and live a full human life, free from the darkness that surrounds him. Tears fall from her eyes as she realizes how deeply he has changed. Refusing to abandon him, Elena offers her own blood to save Dracula, choosing love over fear. But Dracula gently declines, saying that turning her into a vampire would steal her future. Instead, he breaks the curse himself by embracing his final act of selflessness, accepting his own end rather than destroying her life. The curse shatters, and he dies in her arms as the first sunrise he has seen in centuries warms his face. Paragraph 10. Years later. Elena writes a book titled A Love Beyond Darkness, telling the world the true story of Dracula, not as a monster, but as a man whose love was stronger than immortality. At the castle ruins, a single red rose blooms every year at dawn, reminding all who visit that even in the darkest night, love can bring light, and that Dracula's final tale was not one of terror, but of a love eternal.